Hello and welcome to Good Game, the show for gamers by gamers. I'm Barjo.
And I'm Hex. We've spent the last week bounding over hills.
I, Divine Cybermancy, is a PC game based on a board game made by the same developer, Strum On Studio. It's not a big budget game and it was made by a small team, but it does have some interesting ideas.
It's set in the year 2380.
This is an FPS RPG, and right from the get-go, you just get the feeling that this game hates you. It does absolutely nothing to help you play it.
Stability issues, but not all of them. It's still prone to crashing from time to time.
Especially if you alt-tab.
Oh, yeah.
Which I did a lot, just to do something else. I'm being a bit unfair. The gunplay is actually really rewarding here.
Enemies and NPCs have a random element to them, so you're never really safe, but I didn't stick with a single player too long, to be honest, before I gave up in frustration. It can also be infuriating. This is just a classic example of overambitious design that forgets the basics. I'm giving it 4 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Yeah, I think we moved past some of this punishing design. There are just too many design problems here. Yes, the sequel to the toy-destroying tower defense game Toy Soldiers is here with Toy Soldiers Cold War, and the aim of the game is pretty straightforward. The Driver series has been giving us good old races and chases since 1999, and the series has had its ups and downs, but now it's back to impress us with Driver San Francisco.
7.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Earlier in the year, we caught up with the co-founder of Reflections Interactive, Martin Edmondson, to talk about the creation of the Driver series. I think you'll find it's called Destruction Derby.
Well, yes, it was Derby, but in the 14th century they actually changed it to Derby, and it's been pronounced that way ever since.
I'm still calling it Derby.
Bit of trivia.
That game took ages to load. It took almost 20 times as long to load as the actual gameplay itself, but it was still awesome.
Well, we have so many games to play for next week's show. Don't forget, this month we want your video rants in our Fanboys versus Haters debate on the Grand Theft Auto series. Just hop on over to the Good Game website to find out how to upload your vid.
Until next week, gamers, Barjo out.
Hex out. Just watch where you put that thing. It's really large and obtrusive.